Alright, those witches can't hide forever. What's up, everyone? It's Loki Orin, and of course they do. Ah, we tried. Oh, blinding and weakening on my two most primary skills. That's unfortunate. Well, it's Secrets of the Coven, it's day 28, and we are unfortunately dealing with a negative relationship that we're going to have to deal with for two zones. But we will figure it out.
War. Rewards only.
All right, if we get to 16 relics with this fight, which is possible, we can achieve what I wanted to do last time and get rid of that freaking coward buff, because that is unbelievably annoying.
Though it brings no satisfaction.
Yeah, well, just give everyone a vulnerable token. That seems good. Nice, no drummer. That makes this a lot more doable. We are sneaky. That's fun. Well, that was a good start.
Measure out your violence and apply it judiciously.
He's already blind. He may as well be weak too, because we're just going to intimidate anyway, so costs us nothing. I'm almost wondering if I need to let Ranshiki just melt down.
This wound, at least, has been tended to.
Blinding Bonnie is not my favorite thing, and min rolling damage is not my favorite thing either. I would like to decline min rolled damage. I do not wish for that. Is there any... I specifically requested that on my form. No min rolling of damage.
Malaise. Measured and steady.
Ooh. 5 points of fatigue healed right there. That is... oh, wow. That is an unintended consequence I didn't think about. Debuff resistance is good. If they resist the debuff, they get to stress heal. That is adorable.
We are the flame, burning brightly.
Ooh, armory
for all the
key.
world to
Do we have
see.
any armor? Nope, we don't have any armor on us right now. Yeah, we don't have any armor on us right now, but I do like armory key.
Choice.
Or how are we doing for money? 17 we're going. No questions asked. It actually is the right choice anyway with the stress gain, or the stress healing we got. But yeah, we're pushing for this immediately. Because, see, Coward knows. It knows I'm angry. And it's trying to make me forget. It's hiding. That's why Mogwellian hasn't had to run recently. But I have not forgotten. Coward, get the hell out of my wagon.
Even the worst habits can be overcome.
Finally, Mogwellian is now far more usable. This is a short zone. Only 3 nodes? That's unfortunate. Would have preferred a much longer, a bit of a longer zone, but I guess we're heading to a battle at an inn, so that's okay. Would love to get some supplies here, some food or something. What do we got? Just leave food in materials. Sure.
Scavenge what you can, and be off once more.
114 in materials. So once again, we can get this inn up to its kind of defense tier, and then hang out. Now we'd love to see some debuff resistance here, get some free fatigue heal. That's why we spent all that stalwart stew. All right, Virgo is here.
A single hero can make the critical difference.
All right, so step one, give me that shit. How very dare you? Alright, you guys were supposed to dodge that, just so we're clear here. Okay, there was a lot of not doing what I asked you to do there. Nice, burn resist gets us a little regen, that's nice.
Mistimed.
Just continuing to miss with everything. And now stunned. How much HP you got? 28? You should be okay. Nice, we got a fatigue heal there at least. Man, I'm sure glad I highway robberied away that that one thing. I highway robberied away the Virgo's dodge pluses, because man oh man, we have not been hitting with stuff afterwards. Another fatigue heal, that's great.
Measure out your violence and apply it judiciously.
Do I take the 50-50? Yeah, I do. Nice. Okay, so Stalwart Stew is amazing. We've healed fatigue on everybody but Bonnie, who's the character who needs it the least. Alright, they all go into stealth again, which is super annoying. This fight's going on a real long time, unfortunately. Glad I saved up both of those healing salves just to use them here, just to be on the safe side, because we are kind of in a bit of danger here.
Extinguished at last.
Stacking up some impressive regen here. Oh, nice. Pot's dead. You're dead too, right? Yeah, perfect. Oh, whoops. Well. Had the armor, but now we get the Solemnity for 31. And Lash's Gift, because why not?
Fight through the fatigue.
One off of just one-shotting this thing, which I would have loved to do, but we just can't. Can't do that. Get out of here. And there we go. That is the win. But our party is unfortunately a little messed up in places.
Malaise. Measured and steady.
But we may as well just end it. Quest continues. Okay, we're back. Had to step away from Mogwellian. Mogwellian! I love you to death, buddy, but at least Selfish is not as bad as the other option here.
Metal to meet this day's demands.
Oh, and now we gotta run back there. Alright, well, before we do anything else.
Shored up against incursion. For tonight, at least.
I think we do end up waiting here, don't we?
Without tail, there can be no tooth.
Do something like that. Save the other 69. We can actually buff this up. Do we spend that? I don't think we spend that. I think there's other upgrades for us to buy.
Spend what you can, for wealth no longer has meaning. If indeed it ever did.
Alrighty. Now I do think we end up waiting here. 2 end materials and no combat routes is tempting. But if we do this... Freydis can hold this, and we can get back to the Wishful Willow pretty easily, if need be. Because that one's still not very upgraded, but that should be okay. It is going to be creeping into Escalation 3. Yeah, it's going to be Escalation 3 by the time we get there. So, definitely going to want to make sure we have a squad that's ready to take that on. Ooh, how do we do that? They're all going to get fatigue healed, but as are you guys. So let's move...
Adapt.
Let's move everybody out here. And I do think we wait one. Just like the stress heal, the everything we got there is worthwhile. Now we are heading here for sure.
The shrouded coast.
But now we decide what the formation we want to be.
Drowning in amphibious.
Because it's 1, 2, 3. Yes, we have 1 day to spare. We even get to go here and fight the Kyurgen, which is cool. Yeah, that seems like the play. So probably want the Crusader.
Be mindful.
We want to separate out the Plague Doctor.
Not without risk.
Probably send the Plague Doctor back. We don't need the Grave Robber. So maybe it's Hellion Crusader. No, we leave. We're not bringing the Plague Doctor. So it's the Hellion and Occultist come in probably for Bonnie and the Flagellant, And then the Crusader comes in for Mogwellian, and we leave Dismas in for now. Yeah, that feels about right. Alrighty. Well, we can take a quick look if anything changed in here, but it doesn't look like it. 10% fatigue heal. That's actually tempting. I think we're okay. We're beat up, but we are a bit better than we were before. Let's ride. I do like the new Coven mechanic, or like the mechanic here of like you like collect this currency. It encourages you to do some of these extra fights. Well, that's a pretty major stress heal to go here. That seems worthwhile. Yeah, I wouldn't mind another easy zone just to like get us here. I know I've been complaining about it a lot, but it's just like this formation, like especially with Coward was rough, but you know, I think it was functional. 12 relics for a bunch of immaterials. I am so low on relics. Like I've been so low on relics for so long. Can I please make some money? Like we are heading in the right way to do that. We will hopefully make some money as we head to our Grand Bazaar, and then up to our mastery point in. But it looks like we can do a couple of fights here at least. So we'll pick up some immaterials.
Your path lies through them, and so they must fall.
All right. Oh, I even forgot to do food, but we've got, yeah, we've still got the, do we have? No, I forgot to do food. Oh, wait, no, I didn't. Whatever. Attaboy, that's what we want to see.
Hope to finish this quickly.
Very impressed with the stalwarts, too. I know it's probably, like, it's not super, like, it's not overpowered, but it just, like, the fact that it's just fatigue heal on debuff resistance, which is not, you know, everyone has debuff resistance, so it's not at all, you know, unlikely that you'll find it, you know, healing 5%, 10% fatigue during a battle is a pretty big deal. Let's get rid of another one of you guys. Alrighty. We're gonna cauterize here specifically because Mogwellian deserves to get to hit something. That definitely felt a lot more powerful than some of our previous fights.
Sweet reprieve. Until the next
Fisherman's gloves. That's an interesting pickup. Alright, so everybody wants to go to the academic study, so sure. Gets us a fight as well. So we're missing out on maybe 10 immaterials and a mastery point, but we've already had some pretty big upgrades come through. Like, actually, relics are probably more important to us right at this exact moment. If only because we need to, like, start grabbing hero paths.
Steady yourself.
Like, we probably want Yellow Hand or, we want Scourge, Poet probably. We got Arsonist at least.
Mistimed. Misdirected.
But, like, there's a number of upgrades we could be getting here.
Malaise. Measured and steady.
In about 3 minutes, I have to go do something with dinner, so I will We'll probably have a quick transition in and out as I go take care of that. You know, as per usual, it won't really mean anything to you all. You all won't notice anything. You'll just, you know, it'll fade to black and fade back in. But for me, it could be minutes or hours. That's one of the things I've always liked about Darkest Dungeon 2. Darkest Dungeon 1 as well had kind of a similar deal. They were always very respectful of your time. And what I mean by that is, like, the game auto-saves all the time. It does so in the background and doesn't disrupt gameplay at all. And pretty much at any point, like, there's no live action component. You're thinking about, like, the other game I played recently, which is Expedition 33. That game
and effective.
Has a it still respects your time at least a little bit, because, you know, there's not like live action, like not everything is live action, but it's difficult to like just stop playing in the middle of it. Like, you know, stuff is happening, you know, dodges and blocks and parries and everything, or dodges and parries and everything. You know, this game, it's just like, you know, if you need to get up for 20 minutes and walk away from your computer, the game will play until it's your turn and be done. Which I guess Expedition 33 does the same thing. So I guess maybe I'm just talking out of my rear here. But I've always appreciated games like this that, you know, don't expect you this to be your job.
Burning brightly,
you know, they don't expect you to be like all over it all the time, hyper focused. They're just like, yeah, you know, you play when you can, play when you want to, and yeah, if you need to take a break, go ahead. Ain't nobody stopping you. Oh, fishing line. That's actually useful with fisherman's gloves. Trinket and a combat item sounds kind of good. I think that's the paint, though, isn't it? Oh. Oh, Caked Palette. Apply on hit, copy positive token, or copy all negative tokens. I mean, that's nice to have. I don't think we're ever using that. And here we go. Now, we do have one in battle to fight. Which, this is where I'll, pyrophobic, you say. That's fair. Slippery's good. But, oh, nice. But, this is where we'll cut, and I'll be right back. Alright, let's defend this in. Bounty Hunter, yeah. It's our last fight at Escalation 2. All right.
Fight harder alongside leaders they admire.
Nice. Straight into the Witchfire. But we get to use that combo point, which is pretty sweet. Can't kill the Cauldron this turn, so we're just not going to bother. But we are going to Leading Strike, set up that combo point. Okay, so... not necessarily a fun fact, 'cause I'm not sure this is going to be shocking to anybody, but, wow. The Bounty Hunter is really good with these guys. Bounty Hunter definitely is a good defender with this squad, because they, they generate a lot of combo points pretty easily for him, and then he just smacks them around. Yeah, this is a crushing victory. I haven't even had to heal yet. Now, in the interest of roleplay, we will spend our turn healing here, mostly because we can't reach the target anyway. I mean, that's just the win, right? Yeah, it's just the win. Defend. Smack. Defend. Collect the bounty. Commanding victory.
What fresh provocation will the day bring?
2 mastery points for the trouble.
Destruction threatens us once more.
Alright, so that will be an escalation 3, and we can't get there with anybody else, so...
Adapt and reposition.
So it does look like it is up to the duelist, Yuria, to hold the line. Ooh, some money and a wooden token, and then we head up here and defend that. Yeah, that feels pretty good here.
Into the wild country.
So let's do our plan here. Mogwillian, Ranshiki, you both have done well. And it's time for actually. Let's set this up how I'd actually intend to set it up.
A new ally for the Outriders.
And actually, maybe we give
taxed by the hardships of our campaign.
yeah, maybe we give Bonnie, or let Bonnie stay in, because she's only got 5%, so she's the same as the others.
Each day brings new obstacles and new opportunities.
Then we have their others head out this way.
Moving alone in hostile territory.
Because we'll head to the first farewell, which gives us, which we did upgrade, so we get 20 in materials, we know about hoarders, we get extra relics and baubles, and we'll probably potentially just fill out the other half of this tree, but we do get the Grand Bazaar. So then we'll head up here and do the same thing for here. And that'll feel pretty good. So yeah, that's the plan here. Now we just need to
isolated and drowning in
we'll just
degeneracy.
Just sort of make room. What do we got in here? Stein is fine. Heat shield is not useful right now, but it's also not like it's not we have another option. I mean, this isn't doing anything. If serrated item is equipped, deal extra blight. I mean, let's pop in the range skills. Pop this in, I guess? Actually, no, we pop this in. There we go. That looks kind of good, because this is just going to give people positive tokens almost all the time, because Reynold constantly heals himself, kind of by accident. I think the minor sharpness charm is just out of the wagon now. These just don't feel like they're ever getting used. We'll just get rid of them. Do like both of these, but somehow I don't think slime is going to be the play. Rabbit might get used at some point, but there we go. We made some room. Did slime mold on everybody. Let's ride. Another journey through the Shroud, and we're about to get the next quest here, so it's actually good that we're going to be... I think we're going to be at an inn when the third escalation hits.
Propriety floats listless on the tide. Brined in noxious
that is an oasis. Alright, so they want to go... They don't want to go to the oasis. Do I care what they think? Whew. I think I do, actually.
See the debris ahead? That is where they'll make their move.
Yeah. As much as I'd like some mineral-rich spring water, I actually think some more in materials just to further, like, make sure we can upgrade all of our stuff seems pretty on point here.
And apply it judiciously.
Alright, let's see how many of these guys we can gack here. That's one. That was mineral, but it was damage. Ooh, block plus, you say. Well, unfortunately for you, that is going to matter, actually. Damn. 4, 5, off by 1. Alright, let's see how many of these we can eliminate here. We're not going to get them all. There's no way. Alright. Bonnie can kill this one, so we'll get 2 of the remaining 3, because that goes there. There we go there. And then Bonnie goes there. Oh, maybe... Nah, not with that blind.
The smallest variable.
We were never going to get them all. It's really hard, I think, to get all 4 unless you have somebody, like, crit for 1,000,000 and just, like, blow something up.
Excellent work.
But the good news is it didn't turn into anything too lethal. That don't matter.
By accumulation.
Nice and clean. Quite happy with that.
Past is gone. Let it die.
And we're already seeing a little bit more loot, which we like to see. Loaded up on slime mold, which is not my favorite food, but it is, you know, it is food. It does meet all the technical requirements of being food.
By despair.
Alrighty. So this pulls 3, which is not super... I think we just do this. Oh, perfect. There we go. And have Reynold D up. All hands on deck. Spreading fire is one of my favorite things to do. As is mitigating most of the damage I'm taking. Very good. Well done, Reynold. Doing your job.
A promising development.
Okay, that was suboptimal. But we will actually just forward 1. Forward 2. Run and hide. You're just dead, right? You're just dead, yeah, so...
Cunning. You may outwit them yet.
Yeah, despite getting shifted around there, it doesn't feel like it mattered very much.
A deliberate and methodical appliance of harm.
I think we take the opportunity to get some free healing
This
done.
wound, at least, has been tended to.
You know, that worked a little less than I wanted it to. And we didn't get the positive token. I just wanted to see if I could get Heart-Chick Padlock to trigger. Holy cow. That was unnecessary. That was a personal foul if I've ever seen one. Thankfully, Adrenaline Rush is pretty good at its job.
Stroke.
I'd love to do a heal here, but I actually think I just need to end the fight. That nearly was quite bad.
Amidst the spoils, An artifact of unparalleled power.
What does that take us up to? 2 more fights, 9 mastery points, so 10, 11, potentially 12. That's pretty good. I mean, that's, you know, that's basically finishing out most of our character upgrades. Okay, 1 cabin boy. He's first to die here. Unfortunately... Unfortunately, he is slightly out of position for the thing I wanted to do, but this should be enough.
The enemy
Yeah, it's enough.
weakens and wanes.
I mean, still just dead to the burn. Yep. Reynold holding the line here. Now, getting stunned is not really what I wanted to see, but we will work with that. We actually get to potentially burn him. Nice. Okay, so he's dead. He's probably dead. Yep.
Another impediment. Cleared with impunity.
Now we just get to kind of waste our turns, because we get to do this. Free cauterize. And there we go.
Sweet reprieve.
Until the next test is put before you.
Oh. Hello. My beloved. Love me some annotated textbook. And we're heading to where Paracelsus, or Bombastus is. So, I think Bombastus is going to be quite happy to see her textbook back.
It brings no satisfaction.
I mean, yeah, let's do that. Let's get a vulnerable in. Yeah, a full 30 damage is absolutely what we wanted to see there. Man, I love rolling max damage. Holy cow. Alright, single debone, not super worried. Shifting us around, not super exciting. But there we go, we got the 2 enemies that actually matter.
All the difference.
You gotta love the Hellion when she's hitting. We'll even take a free opportunity to cauterize away that damage. Round 2 win, easiest fight imaginable. Turns out that when you've got the Hellion in your party, giving the enemies vulnerable tokens does something. Ooh, and a cache. That's a good way to finish out. I still probably would have preferred the Oasis, but not an option. I mean, I think the more relevant point is we're up to 51 relics. Like, we picked up a sizable number of relics and baubles here. And we'll pick up even more in the next zone, because we're gonna... Ideally, we kind of rock around where we are right now, but I don't think we can. But at least we're collecting some extra money here.
The awaits, eager to ply his trade.
Yeah, that's a pretty good set of loot. Leaf Sing's suspension just isn't good enough. Hoarder, I don't think I need. Death Cap Spores. Can we put those on somebody? We can. Nice. I don't think Hint of Home's getting used at this point. I don't think... We'll keep both of those. I don't think Caked Pallet's getting used either. We'll keep Fisherman's Line and Fisherman's Gloves for the moment. But it doesn't really feel like we have much room. We're kind of getting to the point where, like... we're kind of getting to the point where like we've got most of the trinkets we want. Like characters are getting close to like optimal trinkets or good enough trinkets that they're not going to want to change.
Safe within these walls.
Heavy-handed and Plague Eater Slayer, both quite good. Additional inn treasures appear today. Well, that's the slime. We don't really care about that. Going up to the stout doesn't really feel necessary either. Though we probably want to finish that upgrade at some point. But we're getting a bunch of free stuff from the first farewell, so let's...
Supply lines and swords. This is how wars are won.
We're going to quickly max out our upgrade there. And why not? We'll do this as well.
Victory cannot be achieved without investment and infrastructure.
Cool. This inn is now, like, basically maxed out. I do spend 20 more here. There. Now we get... Now basically everything good that can happen at this inn happens at this inn.
The next stop is leagues away. Plan accordingly.
God, there's so much for sale here. Oh, and it's half off. 4 triage kits? Wow. Mixing kit, Iron Banded Wheels, Crocodilian, Shambler's Eye, Nautical Compass, no. Sparkle Ball, my beloved, but that would cost me almost everything. Experimental Remedy is probably worth considering. Man, everything's discounted. Why is it discounted? Is that just the inn? Is that just the inn is permanently like discounting everything? 20%, 30%. Yeah, it's just 50% off. Dope. Okay. So this is where we want to do our shopping from now on.
But fairly priced.
So let's pause. 1, 2. We'll definitely buy at least 2 of those. The meditative totem seems quite good to have. Buy the stew.
A bit of comfort on the road to damnation.
I want both of these Nightshade concoctions just to emergency heal fatigue. But I shouldn't spend any more. I probably have spent too much already, but like... The discounts are so good, but... Flip side, I need to be buying hero paths too. Let's put some triage kits in so we've got some stuff. 10%. You know what? I mean, it's just a free... Did we do that? Nah, we don't need to. Who's got a bad negative trait? Oh, yeah. There we go. Get the yips out of here. So we just have to remember that Signal Fair Veterans is cheap here. There's Fisherman's Net, which makes us chance to stun. We just need a serrated item. Any serrated trinkets for sale? Nope, doesn't look like it. There's Disarming Dagger. It's a weapon. Pop that in with the armory key. I don't think so, though. I don't think so on this either. I think I'm just going to let this go. Stunning's really good, but there's other things I'd rather do. I think we just get rid of that. I think we get rid of you as well. Probably get rid of you. Keep you for now. I need to make room in the wagon anyway, so...
Experimentation.
Gonna pop out the
Your academic instincts serve you well.
Gonna pop out the old
Good. An improvement.
Gonna pop in the rabbit because we've got just all the food. How much extra HP is that? 8. Haha. All right, perfect. Oh, that feels really good. Well, we're pretty much guaranteed to be heading this way. Set route. It is going to be Escalation Surge.
The front line.
But now we need to decide who's getting areas. So Paracelsus needs to stay here for sure. How upgraded is the Grave Robber? She's only slightly upgraded. Flagellant definitely needs to come here. He needs some upgrades.
Your champions judiciously.
We'll do the abomination too. We'll give him some stuff.
For their safe arrival.
Yeah. I guess that's okay. We'll just go with that crowd. Call that good enough, I think. This inn is now defended. Duelist is there. And that is where we will call it. All right. Thank you all for watching. We will see you. Well, hang on. I got to do. Let's be smart about this. Let's do food. Yeah. We'll just do slime mold. We'll keep it simple. Even though we've got better food, we'll keep stacking that up for next round, basically. Actually, we'll do this. Get that fatigue heal. And that's where we'll call it. Thank you all for watching. See you in the next one.